Gwen did not try to take the red pockets that belonged to her back from Glu. It was during the next Chinese New Year, when the two returned home with their red pockets, that Gwen told Glu that she knew he had taken the red pockets that belonged to her. This sent a chill through Glu's spine. No one, as far as Glu knows, not even Gwen, has ever stolen anything from him. When May tells Glu that she stole something of his, the same chill rushes through him. Glu tries to speak to May, but his tongue is as dry as the pieces of oven-dried seaweed he saw an influencer make on TikTok yesterday. He takes a sip of water. If he drinks too much, he will puke. Before he got into bed last night, Glu chugged a bottle of water and downed 2 painkillers, which usually works. Having been a heavy drinker before he dropped out of graduate school, Glu should know. But it didn't work. After consuming 5 beers and smoking 4 joints with Po Wing last night, he feels as though there is a construction site stationed at the top of his mind, limiting his thoughts. And now May is telling him that she stole something of his. Instead of answering May, Glu considers tasting his own sweat. Does the taste of one's sweat change in accordance with one's health? Probably. Glu remembers some video on TikTok discussing the taste of sweat. Maybe he should find out. Glu, at this point, is becoming more and more aware of his body, of the stickiness between his chin and his neck. Tasting his own sweat would probably make him puke. But maybe Glu, at this moment, wants to puke. He will back up his chair and puke all over the floor, right in front of May. It will be like an absurdist comedy sketch. Glu, the buffoon, pukes all over the floor upon hearing that something of his was stolen. What would the subtext of such a sketch be? "What did you steal?" Glu finally manages to ask. It is May's turn to be silent. Others on the patio continue to chat. A group of cabin attendants, bros, with loose neckties and perfectly coiffed hair, order another round of beer. May, in her pale pink Nike Dri-Fit Legend t-shirt and her hair tied tightly into a bun, does not seem to care the slightest about the airport bros.
"It's nothing important. I doubt you will even notice that anything is missing."
Glu is confused. What is the point of stealing it then? Then why do you have to tell me?
"I wasn't going to, but lately I've been feeling as though a shrimp appeared inside my heart."
May looks down into the darkness of her dark beer.
"It's diving deeper every second, this shrimp, trying to get to the lowest point. But it doesn't know that my heart has no bottom. Inside my bottomless heart, a shrimp keeps sinking. I know the only way to get rid of this feeling is to tell you that I stole something of yours."
May, who is usually chatty and direct, does not usually sound like this. Maybe she didn't actually steal anything of Glu's. Maybe she just needs to tell him that she did. Maybe that is why she said, "I need to tell you that I stole something of yours."
Whatever. Glu gives up.
Why didn't you respond to any of my messages last week? May does not answer his question. Glu remembers the 2 rules they decided on when they first started sleeping together. Don't talk politics. This is the first rule. The second rule they have is that they do not have to answer questions they do not want to. 3. Glu, after May pays the bill and leaves, sits for a bit longer. He stares at the plate of nachos May ordered. Glu does not have the appetite to finish the nachos. He continues thinking about snow being white and whether May stole something of his. He stares at the children running around the fountain. Next to the Tengcheng MTR station is a musical fountain. On the weekends, at around 7 or 8 in the evening, lasers from the 4 corners of this large square beam pink, blue, and orange lights onto the water that ejaculates from the ground, reaching almost 3 stories high, before falling and rising in accordance with the rhythms of orchestral music. Audiences are advised to watch the performance from a 2-meter distance. Neither Glu nor his sister Gwen played in the fountain after school. They played the piano. Gwen was quite good. Glu was terrible. His fingers weren't coordinated, and, because of his dyslexia, he could not read score. The dots that sat between the fine black lines of the white page meant nothing to him.